Scream 7 is finally here, and it's coming out to alright reviews, so in this video I'll tell you why I think these reviews are pretty on the mark. So hey, have you ever wanted to be rage baited by terrible characters and AI Stu Macher? Then Scream 7 is the movie for you. This movie somehow it's even more nostalgia bait than Scream 5? I don't know. So after leaving Sydney after the last movie, we're set back up in not New York or Woodsboro anymore, but Pine Grove. No, not that one. Our killer suspect the whole movie is, you guessed it, Stu Macher. The movie relies on nostalgia as its driving force over really anything else. In spots where you could have fleshed out these characters like, Sydney's daughter, instead we just keep pushing it to the side and let her continue to make these stupid decisions that completely pull you out of the movie. I mean, for a movie that's message is supposed to be so anti-AI, it sure does seem like ChatGPT had its hand in the creative process. There's a lot of dumb things this movie does, but one of the dumbest things is in the last act. So there's multiple ghost faces after Sydney's daughter Tatum. So Tatum made it to where Sydney works, which is just this random ass coffee shop. I chuckled when she said she had to go to work and then was running late and then clocked in to barista it up. But anyway, so Sydney is able to see Tatum over her security cameras and calls her to help her walk her through it. Why is Sydney not there, you might ask? Yeah, she forgot her car keys, so she just decided to run along these shut down city blocks. Sydney, you're not stupid. What are you doing? So yeah, Sydney is on the phone and the service keeps dropping out. Wait, how? You're in the middle of a city. Where is your service going? Anyway, Sydney tells Tatum to shoot through the wall to get the ghost face, and you know Scream movies love to make sure you shoot him in the head, so of course her daughter doesn't, and then she gets captured. Hey, Scream 7. I thought you were smart horror, not stupid. If Marlon Wayne's Scary Movie 6 trailer didn't play before this, you could have told me this was a spoof and I probably would have believed you. It's laughably stupid. Sydney's husband, Mark Evans, I didn't even know that was his name, I had to look it up. But anyway, he's the police chief and is supposed to be keeping an eye over Tatum. Well, he hears some noises in the garage and decides to go take a peek. So tell me why a police chief who knows there's killers out for his whole family doesn't ever think to pull out a flashlight or especially his gun, and he's in this super dark room and he has these items on him, so obviously he gets stabbed. But then later in the movie, final reveal, oh my god, he's alive. You're kidding me. Why pick and choose who gets plot armor in your dumbass nostalgia movie where you're too scared to even bring back Stu? You spend the whole movie using AI phone messages of Stu just to never have him show up, and I'm sure if Scream 8 ever comes around, there's a 50-50 chance they'll really have him come back. Some other rapid fire issues are, Gale Weathers, since we've seen her last, has some sort of health issues going on where she has to take pills and is very frail and shaky. This never gets followed up on. Tatum, her friends, and Gale's two crew members from the other movies all shack up in this restaurant during lockdown breaking curfew. Ghostface comes in and eventually kills everyone pretty much one by one, being super gruesome and making sure they're dead. Except when it comes to Gale's crew, they just get a quick slash and then are fine and dandy by the end of the movie to keep on reporting. It's dumb. This movie treats the Stu Macher plot like they're reading off of a Reddit theories thread. I seriously don't doubt that they inserted a prompt into ChatGPT like, how do we make Scream 7 relevant after firing our leads because they're good people? Like, seriously disappointing stuff what they did to Melissa Barrera, and then good on Jenna Ortega and director Christopher Landon for GTFOing. I mean, I probably would too. This movie isn't all bad. It's not as terrible as I'm making it seem. The kills are mostly all good, and there's some cool gore, and it's nice to see Sydney again, but when you start to put on critical lens, it just all falls short. There's millions of parallels to the original Scream, like her daughter being named Tatum, which is a full circle thing at the end of the movie, but it was so cheesy. I couldn't handle it. After the opening kills, Tatum's boyfriend comes in through her window, and that kind of starts all the mommy-daughter drama that continues until the end. They really hate on the boyfriend character and then constantly try and redeem him. It was actually a kind of good back and forth until we saw on his laptop he was making the Stu Macher AI videos, or at least he was trying to replicate them. Honestly, it doesn't make much sense because he then gets knocked out and killed, so I guess he wasn't a ghost face, or he was just helping them. Like, seriously, I don't know. It's just another thing the movie did really poorly. Also, we do get a reveal at the end of two Ghostface killers. I haven't mentioned them yet because guess what? lame reveal, it was dumb. It was her neighbor and this other guy who works at an insane asylum, and really who put the whole Stu Macher thing together. AI and deepfake technology is really advanced and quick and everything, I get it, but also, to do all of the stuff they do in the movie would just not be possible, at least not in this time frame. Going back to the Ghostface killers, in the final scene, Sydney gets the upper hand and Ghostface runs away. Sydney stabs her in the leg and the gut a ton, and then Tatum shoots her in the gut like 6 times. But it wasn't in the head, so she literally just disappears. This is when the little the movie had left going for it was lost for me. That girl was literally dead. Don't try and be funny and have her like escape. I don't know, it's just weird. Anyway, the daughter-mommy beef is now over, and Sydney is like, you can ask me anything, and Tatum's just like, nah, bruh, I'm tired now. And that's the end. So, hey, maybe in Scream 8, Gail finally had enough and she'll be the evil mastermind, because at this point, anything is fair game. Hell, maybe it'll be Scream 8 Back from the Dead with zombies everywhere. I don't know. Whatever. This movie wasn't very good, but I think you should still watch it and form your own opinion. Okay, bye.